Greetings, it is I, ShepherdShang, and today I'm bringing to you something different. In fact, something very, very different. I am not in a place you would expect. So what is this? So I've mentioned in the past that I used to do map making. And if you've looked it up, you'll know that I actually made a bunch of parkour maps. This is not what that is. This is not a parkour map. But this is a map that I made, and unfortunately never finished, for various reasons. This is the spawn area of an adventure map that I attempted to create. It kinda fell through for various reasons, but I'm finally got this map to load properly on my computer. I was having problems for some reason or other. But now that it's working, I finally do something that I've been meaning to do with it for a while. This is sort of going to be, sort of a tour of this map. Like I said, it was never completed, so I can't exactly play through it or anything. No. But because it is sort of failed and I had to have to kind of give up on it, I figured, well, why not show it off at least? It was some cool builds and stuff in it. So yeah, that's what this is gonna be. Now, having said all that, let's get started with this. Like I said, this area here is spawn area. I should note that I am actually in 1.8.9 at the moment, because that was not the most recent version of Minecraft when I started this. I think it was 1.8.5 when I first started this. Yeah, there's, if you don't know, I actually experienced a whole bunch of issues with the set world spawn command. For some reason, if you have any kind of block above where you're setting it in like a 5-block radius or something like that, it basically spawns you in a random place somewhere within 20 blocks of the world spawn you set. It's really annoying. So this is not actually the original spawn point I created. I made this whole thing like after a few hours of frustration. Now you will notice that there isn't really a whole lot here. Well, like I said, I never finished it. This was meant to be an opening area. This was supposed to have like sort of a, hey, this is an adventure map. Here are the rules. Here's how you're supposed to play this map and stuff. But I kind of never typed it up. Yeah. Like I said, I had some issues with creating this place. Well, this is something else I did. So these are command blocks that are set to make various game rules. In this case, it's keep inventory. This is one's keep inventory. This is mob griefing, simply because I did have some problems with that on creating this world. And this one is empty. This was not sure what this was going to be perfectly honest. Might have removed it in the end, I don't know. So I also gave the players ender chests in various areas filled with food. So, you know, you don't starve to death or something ridiculous like that. Let's see here. Here's a command block to send you to where the map starts. This is filled with various locations for me to teleport to, as well as that. I'll talk about that in a second because I just realized I forgot to mention it. So, stuff I just realized I forgot to say. This whole adventure map thing, if you've played adventure maps in Minecraft, you know that some of them, the really well-made ones, use lots of stuff like redstones and command block stuff. I was never very good at that. Yeah, I could not do the crazy kind of command block creations that have like moving stuff and crazy stuff like that. No, I couldn't figure that out. This whole map was meant to be a little bit more old school. Like if you played Minecraft in the early days, adventure maps were like, you got a building and there are signs up saying, oh hey, do this and stuff. But be honest and play by the rules. Don't cheat to make it super easy. Stuff like that. That's basically what this map was. So, and it did, before I continue and forget again, this map, I get tongue-tied so easily. There was going to be a final boss for this whole map. It was going to be a big thing, going to involve parkour and switches and TNT, and unfortunately I made it a little bit too ambitious with that, and yeah. And again, one of the problems with me creating this thing. Now, what's up with the Nether portal over here? So basically, this whole map, for the most part, takes place in the Nether. And as you should know, if you die in the Nether, you end up back at your spawn point. And of course, because it's an adventure map, you're probably going to die a lot. So, I sort of set up a teleportation system in the Nether. This portal leads to, show it off, some command blocks with teleportation points to take you to various places in the map. So, obviously, I say obviously, it's not super obvious. So when you die, you can just come back to world spawn, go through here, and teleport to the nearest place in the map. These two places have not been set. And of course, over here, I keep saying of course. So the rules for it. Welcome to the Nether Hub. Since you cannot spawn in the Nether, you may use these command blocks behind you to TP back to the closest place in the map. And be honest, you're playing an adventure map. For a reason, right? If you can't tell from the signs, you haven't been there yet. I think I could have worded that better. Basically, if you can't tell where the signs are leading to, you haven't been there yet. And these are the locations for its spawn point. So yeah, at this point, and of course there's more food. Let's go back to the world spawn, set the time of day, and let's go to where the map starts. Oh look, it's a house. Neat. So yeah, this is it's a house. Why am I trying to be more complicated with it? No, it's just a house. See? Food. An enchanting table for, well, pretty much no reason. Just to show off that it's a house in someone's Minecraft world. But in here is nothing. And in here, there are tools. Yeah, this is a map that's... You can do it in multiplayer. Again, something I forgot to say. You've got various tools you can use. How much is that? That's 6 sets? Yeah, there's 6 sets of armor there. You could play this map with 10 people if you really felt like it. I don't know why you would, but you could. Yeah, it's designed with multiplayer in mind. I mean, it's not a huge element, but it's there, and I'm losing my voice. Give me a moment. Yeah, no. Not a big element, but it's there for you. And, there's nothing there. Now, under here is a command block. And we're going to show you what that does in just a second. Click. You are now in adventure mode. Because, again, this is an adventure map. And, let's see here. If you've never used adventure mode, you notice that these blocks no longer have outlines. And that even though I'm hitting it, it's not breaking. Because that's something that happens in adventure mode. In adventure mode, you can't break blocks. So again, that's part of the whole adventure map thing. You're not intended to break stuff. But of course, because I am showing this off, back to creative. Now, notice that there is a house. That's something I'll get to in a second. And of course, this whole area leads to another portal. A big one, because that's something you can do after, I think it was 1.7. So let's show off this whole area real quick. Nothing super special about this. There are, however, barrier blocks back here, so you can't just fall through. Here's the house. Neat. And then there's this. Yeah. This, wasn't one of my best ideas, I'll admit. I really should have put it somewhere else. Should have put it further away from the starting point. So, I mentioned there was, sort of a, problems with, world spawn. Yeah, this was the original spawn point. I don't know why that hole is there. These are just some decorative stuff. But here was the original starting text, as it were. Hello, and welcome to the Mysterious Fortress. Which, now that I think about it, is actually, I think, the first time I've actually mentioned the name of this map. Darn it. An adventure map by ShepherdShang. Rules. Use adventure mode. Command blocks must be enabled. Enjoy. Yeah, nothing too complicated there. When you're ready to start, use the plate outside the door. And, should have put this somewhere else so you could actually make sure you find it. The story. After 6 hours of playing Minecraft and 2 straight hours looking for diamonds, you're finally ready to go to the Nether. Head to your house to suit up. And that's an arrow. I'm really not sure why that's there. Plate. This place just to keep that door open. And teleport. And adventure mode again. Yeah. Again, that was just to show that off. So, the problem with this place. So, let's see. Can I show this? Yes. Where is it? We are in the extreme hills biome, as you can see by looking to the... That is the left. I keep mixing that up when I'm looking at this thing for some reason. It's the extreme hills biome, which means it snows in this area rather than rains. And if we go up here, you'll notice that there's a whole bunch of snow here. Yeah, this whole area ended up getting covered in snow when I first created it, and that was sort of annoying. Now, looking up, you'll notice there is the sun and something else. Is it a cloud? Well, no, it's not a cloud. Ironically, I made this thing so long ago that when I was opening up this map to look through it again, I didn't know what this was. And unfortunately, this is what most likely created the spawn issue over here. It's basically a thing to block the snow. Because for some reason, having it this high up somehow works. Because that's Minecraft for you. So, a little bit other stuff about this original spawn area before I leave it completely. Let's see here. So those decorative little pillar things. Here's one I made for just to test it, see how it looked. I do like the way they look. They don't look bad at all. And over here is something interesting. The suicide hole. Yep. That was just sort of a way to kill myself for whatever reason. And there's the new spawn point. Why did I bother with this? I don't even remember. But yeah, I really should have put this somewhere else. Putting it here was just a bad idea, and if I had completed the map, I definitely would have removed it. Yeah, it was not a great idea. But, whatever. Again, I didn't complete it, so oh well. So, let's head in. Oh, look! A whole bunch of nether brick. Oh, sweet. I came out at another fortress. What luck! Yes. Luck. That's totally what this is. Totally not a very obvious design choice. It totally doesn't stand out from normal nether fortress or anything. Now, let's take a quick look around this area. with night vision. You notice that the walls look sort of flat. And that's because they are. This whole thing was... I carved it out using the fill command. I had intended to sort of go through and with MC-Edit's some of MC-Edit's tools to sort of rough it out like I did here and here, but the stuff I did do didn't do a very good job. Again, sort of one of the problems I was having with it. Yeah, I've mentioned in various videos that problems I had with map making was basically the computer I had couldn't really handle Minecraft. Yeah, even in peaceful, I was getting such a low FPS that I literally couldn't even fly in creative. It literally just would not register the buttons. And here's a chest there. I forgot that was there. What's here? Oh, various items. Okay. Didn't know those were there. So yeah, this whole area looks sort of flat. And you'll notice over here, it's just sort of a big rectangular hole in the world. Yeah, again, the fill command. I didn't do a great job with this area. And this whole little thing here is unsupported. And of course, if I go up far enough, you'll notice that there's bedrock here. Yeah, the build I've made is big. In other words, big enough to go above the bedrock. I did have some plans for sort of getting rid of all the visible bedrock and stuff, so just sort of, and then creating more netherrack and stuff above it to create it, make it look a bit more natural, like it wasn't just going above the normal world limit of the nether. But again, that idea sort of fell through for the same reasons as all the other stuff, pretty much. Yeah, so let's take night vision off, because I'm done showing off this area. Oh wait, no, there was one other thing. If you were a very observant player who likes to explore and look around, I left a little something over here for you. If we look down... I did not mean to fall, but it was certainly funny. I see you. Yeah, just a little something I threw in there just for the people who are really observant. So let's continue. Dang, it's dark in here. Yeah, there are no torches or anything in this area because, hey, it's, I passed right by that sign. I almost did not see it. And the lighting is so bad I can't actually read it. Oh joy. This is a long bridge. Oh, indeed. Jesus, it's dark. I cannot read it. Well, this is how it was dark as it would be in the nether. Now I know there are more signs along here somewhere. It's ironic because it's actually easier to read. Is it supposed to be this long? Yeah, honestly, maybe I should have added some turns or something in this, because this is... it's not... It doesn't exactly look great, does it? I mean, yeah, it looks like the bridges on the nether fortresses, but... it's boring. It doesn't look interesting. Yeah. But again, I was trying to make it as much like the nether fortresses as I could. Let's see, can I read this one? What the heck is going on? It definitely shouldn't be this long. Yeah, it's, I think we're approaching the end of this area. Yep. Now, I currently have my, chunk loading to 8. I usually keep it lower for FPS purposes. So I and of course it's been a while since I've done this, been in this world, so I've never actually been able to see this thing from a distance. So let's go put on F1 real quick and check it out. Fires. Fires. Huh. Fill command for lava. I didn't do it right over there. Yeah, it doesn't... That's really obvious now. Obvious, isn't it? So, let's back up a little bit. Oh, coming to something. Little things holding up, flames. Oh. Ooh. And I cannot see the whole thing. Well, there's stuff dying. Okay, so... No, unfortunately I could not see the whole thing. That's too bad. But if I now go into... If I use the potion of night vision... How will it look now? Well, it's much more obvious what those are. They're not super great looking pillars with torches on them, pretty much. But this looks much better, much easier to see now. Oh, wow. Yeah, this stuff is so high, it's actually, it's not loading in all the way, is it? It's still sort of in the distance, sort of foggy. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so let's take more of a look around. Because honestly, that entrance is probably the part of this build that I'm most proud of. Yeah, that little entrance area, it looks really good. It generally does look good. Definitely one of the better early builds. So these are just sort of thin little pillars with these things that are much too wide, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, they don't look super great, do they? Yeah, they're sort of... And again, there's just one of these. There's nothing else supporting this. An area where, again, I probably did... I say probably. You can see here, I definitely used the fill command for the lava. So, let's look at this thing. I wish there was, I wish there was a way to get this effect using, going all the way around this. Yeah, I could only figure out how to do this on one side. How did I do this effect? These are stairs. Here's... Yeah, I couldn't... I might be able to figure out how to do it now. I've got more experience. But honestly, it does look pretty good, doesn't it? It looks neat. As long as you're viewing it from this angle. And you notice that there are a bunch of these things around. Yeah, they're not bad. I did use them a whole bunch, which is okay, but doesn't exactly give this area a lot of variety, does it? I'll talk about that stuff in a minute. Let's look at some of the other choices I'd made here. These, the gold pressure plates, honestly probably not my best choice. They really don't look very good, do they? I do, however, like the quartz stairs. Definitely better than just normal nether brick stairs. Here's another thing I quite like. And... what the heck? That one seems to be working just fine. So these are little sort of face-looking guys. Yeah, I came up with these guys on a whim, sort of. And they look pretty good. Yeah, he's just sort of spewing lava out of his mouth. For some reason, this guy isn't. He should be. Well, whatever. So, up here, got the tops more of these. Really don't like these. These guys here, yeah, they don't look great, do they? No. But I'm not sure how I could have made them look better, to be perfectly honest. You notice that they are sort of meant to be facing towards you coming up the stairs. Now, let's look over here. Oh, more thing with sort of a torch. Oh look, a pool of lava from another one of these guys. Where are they dying? And a quartz pillar that I just noticed. I did that on, yes, I did do that on the other side. That looks really out of place, doesn't it? That's unfortunate. More stairs going up. Again, the quartz stairs look nice. This is a neat little touch I did. It doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't do anything. Those are coal blocks. But it certainly looks interesting. I guess. It is completely pointless, but then again, that's what decoration is like. Yeah, these are projecting out. Just like the stairs over there as well, now that I'm really looking at it. This pillar doesn't look super out of place, but that up there, that doesn't look great. No, no. There's a little wall sconce filled with fire. Oh, there's some space back here. And this area, this side is mirrored. This whole area is mirrored for the most part. Aside from this. Again, I like hiding things around for the observant. Oh, it's a clownfish. And his name is Nemo. Huh, I guess we found him. I did that in a bunch of my maps. Now we go. More of these. Again, they don't look great. A couple more of these guys. That was my phone vibrating. And now we've got some other stuff around here. Some more wall sconces with flames. Not really sure what I was thinking with these gold blocks on the ground. They, I don't think they look that great. A new type of tower. Now, let's get more of an aerial view of this front. Oh, potion's wearing off. That's fine. Let's see how it looks in the dark. Can't see anything. Okay, back to the potion. Okay, so honestly, I did not expect all this to take this long. I've actually been recording for about 40 minutes at this point. Yow. There is some stuff I'm going to be editing out, but I'm going to end this part of the recording here and continue from this spot in another recording. So, yeah, see you in a bit.